Oh,
Alright, so this is a story I wrote, and I'm just trying to get it out there to see if anybody likes it. It's a, satirical, gonzo kind of style story. So with that, I'll just get into it. It's called Project Nephilim, Cosmic Orgasm, and the Strange Fate of Charles Thompson. Part 1. $100,000 on the line. This country fellow from northern Wisconsin, wearing the green and gold of his most cherished sports team in the form of a hooded sweatshirt and baseball cap to match, has been going back and forth all night at the poker table with me, and now he's called my all in. I came to the table with 10,000 and currently I'm up 50, but all that doesn't matter now. I got pocket aces with a flop consisting of an ace and two deuces. It's time to bolt this cheesehead back to whatever farm he crawled out of, sending him home to the dairy cows and tractors broke. You know what they say about Wisconsin. Welcome to our state and smell our dairy air. Well, I bet he can't smell the dairy air that's about to crush that deuce that he's hoping will turn out a four of a kind in his favor, either on the flop or the river. The turn comes and a jack pops up. I'm good. Just river me any other card than a deuce, and tonight will go down in the history books. The dealer flips the river, and my dreams of instant gratification and fortune suddenly fade. It's a deuce. The dealer announces, winner, winner, chicken dinner, four of a kind. The whole world stops around me as I instantaneously feel a wave of bitter anguish scolding me for being so careless with my winnings. I should have left the table when I was up 50,000, but now it's too late. The hick that probably could packer thumb me to death about all the greatness of Titletown reaches his hand out, and I shake it in respect, although I can hear in my head is this little voice telling me this cocksucker cheated me and that the dealer's in on it too. In a haze of regret infused with alcohol, I find myself at a bar inside the casino drunk. To this day, I don't know why I think I can drown out my sorrows with alcohol. All it seems to do is put fuel on the fire, and in cases with sometimes irrational people like me, it doesn't make a good mix. Especially when I'm raging with anger about to explode like a volcanic eruption. I down 3 more shots of whiskey, then I down 3 more. Before I know how it even happened, I'm blacked out drunk and back in front of the poker table I lost 50,000 at. Don't ask me why I did it, but in my inebriated state, somehow an altercation transpired, resulting in me flashing my FBI badge at my former adversary and the dealer, yelling about how I'm going to arrest him for cheating a lawman at poker, which in the name of Doc Holliday is punishable by death, and charging the Wisconsinite for being a first-degree pig fucker, which is punishable by the laws of the land by none other than the castration of his Johnson. In the midst of this absurdity, my phallus becomes exposed and apparently spins in a sequence of twirls like Jim Morrison's spirit just became resurrected within me. Sometime during this, I proclaim something along the lines of, lucky for them I don't feel like doing any paperwork, so we can settle this matter out of the realms of the federal jurisdiction, and that it would please the bounds of justice to not infringe upon their rights any further than just their equal due. Which is why I feel the only recompense that would please these bonds would be to hose the 2 cheaters down with the whiskey imbued urine secreted by my inflamed kidneys. Supposedly during this, I also said something like fire in the hole, or maybe it was gentlemen start your engines, and commenced to spray the 2 card sharks from the bowels of my loins until they were both covered in my golden juices. As you can imagine, I was attacked by the casino security, arrested by the local authorities, and nearly booked into their county jail. If it wasn't for the feds rescuing me from criminal prosecution and the embarrassment this kind of unwanted exposure would inflict upon the Bureau if it became public. Of course, there were stories in the media of a drunken FBI agent causing a scene within the casino, and even a video airing on the local news stations of a federal agent urinating on a poker dealer and player, but was only to be later debunked as just an everyday citizen only posing as a federal agent and a later interview by the deputy director himself. With this being said, it should be noted that for the record, in that same interview, the deputy director stated that in no way, shape, or form would such a base person of such criminalistic behavior have ever been accepted into the prestige of the Bureau. He assured this from the bottom of his heart.